And today at the Back Porch Lounge, we have a special cigar for you. It's actually held over from last year's PCA. It's one of those that, just got thrown in the bottom of the box. We kind of forgot about it. So we're like, hey, surprise cigar!
Just out of curiosity, if they sponsor us at any given time, can we say they were at the top of the box and we just respected them enough not to smoke them until the appropriate time?
Yeah. So I'm going to go back and edit that, and that's what we're going to say.
Yeah. That sounds good. I like it.
But today, we are going to be, most of us are going to be smoking because Robert did not attend last year's PCA. He does not have an Adrian Magnus, but we're going to do the Adrian Magnus. We all have different ones for you. I have the Robusto 5-year. But since it's aged another year, it is the 6-year now. But back when I got it, it was a 5-year. So they come in these fancy boxes.
They do come in fancy boxes. You got the whole unboxing experience.
Yeah. I want to do the whole unboxing. That's what it looks like. It looks pretty pristine.
Yeah, mine looks
what do you got, Andy?
in good shape. Pretty.
I've got the Robusto 7-year.
7-year.
Again, another whippersnapper cigar. It feels like I'm about to drop the bomb when it's my turn.
No, I got it covered.
Probably. How about you, Grim?
I've got a cigar that was made in 1808.
Dang. God damn.
Yeah.
That's when I started smoking.
Yeah.
Old man.
Just a better year.
That is what that means, though, right? Where it says the 1808, like that's the year it was made.
I mean, I feel
I don't
like
so.
you can't dispute that even.
It could be just 1808.
It's a white fighter, right?
Right. I mean, again,
Yeah, and
All
it's
right, Robert,
impressive
what do you
that
got?
they've been in business that long.
I
It
will
really
be
is.
having the limited release GOSS, Frightened of This Thing That I've Become.
that's
Dang,
a
that's a good
great cigar.
Robert, I really had expected a better option for you considering the quality of the cigar that we're prepared to smoke and all the hype around this particular Adrian Magnus. I would have expected you to at least get a Swisher.
Dang. He just came to show us up, I think.
I think he did.
That's it.
I really like that GOSS cigar.
Hey,
I mean, I'm a
Robert.
fan of the man. I'm a fan of his blends.
Robert.
Good stuff.
Robert.
How about you, Zach?
I have the Imperials, Adrian Magnus Imperials, years aged, 10 years aged, if you're reading the label. But mine is also 11 years old because it's from PCA last year.
All right. So what are first thoughts on light up on this Adrian Magnus? And by the way, Adrian Magnus is fairly new to the States. They were pretty big overseas in Europe and things like that. But I think their breakout year was last year in the States. So they're a fairly new brand for the States, but they've been around for a while.
I'm sure they were at PCA, but I didn't see them there this year.
I didn't see them either, but
It's a big
I
show.
did not see her
and
either.
Fair.
so it's a good light up. It's very smooth on this one. I don't have the stats on this particular cigar, unfortunately. Just as
So we have the
Robusto
internet
cigars.
at our fingers.
I mean, I could look it up, but I don't want to be fair.
Do you want to do the grab bag version where you make up the ingredients and tell the story about it? Or?
Tell the story about it? Yeah, no, right? No, I don't. It's not that. I usually don't like to look it up because I don't want to get any kind of flavor, somebody else's idea of a flavor note.
I get that.
So, I mean, I guess I could look up and see what kind of wrapper it is because it definitely does look very Connecticut-ish. But, I mean, it could be a natural, but it really looks like a Connecticut. But it's very smooth start. Decent flavor so far, as in it actually has a little bit of flavor to it. Don't have any tasting notes for it. But so far, not bad. I'm kind of enjoying it. How about you, Andy?
So pulling up their website.
Dude.
www. They are
HTTP
ultra luxury cigars.
/
And then when you
Adrian Magnus.
type it out, instead of hitting enter, hit Alt F4. It will make it go faster.
Totally faster. But I'm with you, Gibbs. It's got a really smooth kind of post light up flavor and feel to it. Not feeling a ton on the flavor, but I mean, then again, I've barely lit the damn thing. So
Yeah.
but so far it feels fairly smooth.
Yeah. All right, Graham, what's your take on it?
I think it's cocky.
It's cocky. All right.
Well, it took me a second, but I think I figured it out. Why would they call the cigar in 1808? I'll give you the answer. That's the year that Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, the greatest of his symphonies, came out. And they are considering this to be their symphony, their cocky.
That is.
And you looked it up,
old.
didn't you?
Huh?
You looked it up, didn't you?
Now the Beethoven one, I wanted to see if there was anything else because I was big on music when I was a kid. But there are other things where like, Napoleon invaded Spain and I was like, I don't know. I could crack the joke that Adrian Magnus hates the Spanish people, but then I might get a cease and desist order, So, and then the other one was the U.S. Senate abolished slave importation. And I was like, I don't think they went that way either. So I'm going to go with symphony.
That's a wise choice.
Yeah, I thought I made the right one. So it's weird, mostly because it has a honey taste to it. I can't tell if it's a sweet tip or if it's in the tobacco. So I'm waiting to see, if it continues through. I mean, I don't mind it, but I kind of wish I would have known beforehand just so I could be prepared for it. And I'm drinking a beer that does not go well with honey. So, my pairing is not that great.
I have chosen poorly.
Fair enough.
I have chosen awfully.
How about you, Robert?
It lit up great. It's burning even. I love the smell that it's coming off the foot. Yeah, so far so good. Look forward to this tremendously. And I have found a website that still has a box or two.
Nice. We were talking about that earlier. When he was trying to look it up, I said, well, it's probably sold out. It's been out for a little while, but I guess not everybody knows how great that cigar is.
Right? Because it's fucking
But
delicious.
they should.
They should know.
They watched
It's
our
our job
show,
to
they'd
tell
know.
them. If they watched
Right.
if they watched the Leaf Cutters podcast, they would know that
Right.
that's a good cigar.
Goddamn delicious.
Wait, so 7 people know?
I mean, maybe my mom watched, so 8.
Nice. So how about you, Zach?
The 10-year is kind of on the light side. I would call it like medium or light medium. Like it's if you have a scale, it's close to light, but it's got some like nicotine tingle to it and some strength. But it's pretty flavorful. It's like it's got kind of a sweet caramel thing, but it doesn't taste like a sweet tip to me. It tastes like that's coming out of the tobacco. I'm not sure if it has any additives in it at this point, but it doesn't taste like that to me. It doesn't taste chemical sweet. It tastes like a natural sweetness of tobacco choices. It's kind of light, like it's the pack. Like it's a very lightweight cigar. It doesn't feel like it's densely packed, and the draw is pretty good on it. A little like the sweetness is on the kind of the caramely side to me, and a little bit of cedar is what I'm getting from it now. But we'll see. So far, so good.
Interesting. All right.
I don't know if it tastes ultra premium or super ultra mega premium. What do they say? Ultra premium
Ultra.
tobacco, but it doesn't taste cheap. It tastes like a really well crafted cigar to me.
Right. So comparative to like just from the look and feel of the wrapper and the taste of it, of the smoothness, I would definitely compare this to like a Davidoff
Really?
immediately.
As smooth as it is, yeah, I think I can probably agree with that. To a
Yeah.
bit.
And it's not a powerhouse punch
No.
to the face.
No.
So it's a smooth, good draw, good taste. I immediately compared it to Davidoff.
Interesting. I've only had like one Davidoff, so I don't have a lot to compare it to. But I could kind of see that because it was on the lighter side, a little more focused on like nuance and appearance and draw than maybe on being like a flavor explosion.
All right. Speaking of cigars.
Yeah.
Some of us are way over the halfway point.
This
But
cigar is
a lot of
smoking
us are-
quite quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quick-
mine is
quickly?
too.
Quite.
Dude,
Quite
we're
quickly?
only 40 minutes into this. We're almost done.
All right. So far I'm enjoying it. It's a very smooth smoke. It's definitely medium body. The construction on it's really good, and I mean because there's no burn issues whatsoever. It looks pristine. It does feel like ultra premium tobacco. As far as look and feel and things like that, it does have that going for it. And even like I said on the cut, there's no frayed edges. The tobacco is perfectly even. You can tell that there's a little bit more to it, right, than just a regular cigar. But right now, I'm enjoying it. It's a pretty good cigar. How about you, Andy?
Yeah, it's a medium cigar. I don't feel like there's a whole lot of flavor nuance though.
Yeah.
But yeah, the construction's great. It's smooth. That's all I got to say about that.
And I think that's what they're aiming for with these. Honestly, I think it's like the executive cigar,
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
and I'm trying really hard not to smoke it fast because
Yeah, it feels like an executive cigar
the first cigar
where
of the day.
you would have a nice business meeting, break these out, and have a discussion over them. But it's not gonna blow your palate out. It's not gonna be overpowering.
It's gonna make you look good.
It's gonna make you look good. I mean, it's having to work really hard for me to look good, so I'm not gonna blame.
But
it
it's
for
doing a
that.
great job. It's doing a great job.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. Hey,
All right.
how you doing?
We'll talk later.
Yeah, baby.
How about you, Grim? Okay.
Bold.
I mean,
I mean, that really sums it up, doesn't it?
It does. Look, man, I racked my brain with the English words in my brain, and I was all like, what words could I come up with to accurately describe this cigar? And I said,
fair enough. How about you, Robert?
Robert's on dial-up.
Robert is not talking.
I think
I think
Robert
he's on
might be
mute.
on mute.
I think Robert's
Sorry,
on mute.
I was on mute because the guy is cutting grass next door, and I didn't want the
Ah.
sound to come through.
Tell him to
Makes
knock it
sense.
off.
Definitely a tasty cigar. I'm still searching for the Burger King fry flavor, but I'm not finding it.
No, it's a different cigar.
It's a different
That's
cigar.
a different cigar. You're not going to
Different
find
cigar.
that in that one.
That's in the Nightman. The Nightman
Okay.
is Burger King French fries.
So if I want that flavor, I need to order the Nightman.
you
Got
need
it.
to order the
So
Right, man.
in
if you
your
want Burger King
case,
for-
you'll be looking for the flavor of like Crystal's fries, or,
Oh, damn.
you know,
I don't know.
to be fair,
sometimes I do
Crystal
like
chili
Crystal.
cheese fries.
Crystal's chili cheese fries are like my favorite thing in the fucking world.
I've
If
always
I'm
thought that
depressed,
cigar tasted like self-reflection and moving forward in life. Different people experience different things at different times.
They do.
No, don't. It's very good. Still burning, right? Flavor's still there. It's great. Good job, Goss.
I agree.
he's my
I'll tell
best
him that
friend.
his hair's
Stop
gonna
it.
get big.
I say as if Goss is going to watch the show, but
He wasn't watching the show.
He doesn't watch the show.
He doesn't
he
even.
really
Like,
stand still.
He likes us for some reason, or pretends to at least, which I appreciate because
Which
we
we
like
thankful
know-
for.
I'm not his favorite, but I worship the ground he walks on. I would,
We'll have to let him know that. How about
Yeah.
you, Zach?
The cigar is quite enjoyable. It is. I'm gonna say it's approached light medium instead of being on the light side of light medium. Like that's an extra thing. I don't know. It's not quite medium to me. Well, how about I say it that way? The flavor has not changed significantly to me, other than the normal kind of like intensification as you go through the cigar a little bit. It's still kind of sweet and caramely, a little bit of cedar. The retrohale is like really smooth and easy. This is a very approachable cigar, and I was thinking about the ultra premium thing, and I was like racking my brain where I heard that before, and then it popped in my head. Gran Habanero has a line they call ultra premium, which makes me wonder if that's a tobacco grade that has to do with like how the tobacco is graded. That's a question for another time, I think, probably.
I got to go. I'm just going to say this. Goss, right into this thing I've become. Excellent cigar. 5. All the way around.
Bam.
Start to finish. No doubt. Grim, I'm coming after Goss to be my best friend.
Yeah. So let's rate it. Let's rate it. So for
It
mine,
doesn't smell good anymore.
the Millennium age 5-year Adrian Magnus was a good cigar. Had a good taste to it. I like the flavor of it. I mean, it wasn't a bold flavor, punchy in the face flavor. It was a very mellow flavor. Did have like a little bit of sweetness on the back, on the very end, about the last third. A little bit of, I want to say almost honey like taste to it, or caramel, or maybe caramel a little bit, in there. is enjoyable, held together well, looked really good, looked pristine. I didn't have to touch it up once. It burned consistent the entire time. So my rating on it is probably going to be around a 4.5. Just because I do think there could have been a little bit more there. Flavor-wise, like I said, it's a good flavor, but I think it could have been a little bit punched up, just a hair, and I would have been happy. But there, 4.5. How about you, Andy?
I smoked mine down to the nub. I mean, well past the nub. It was smooth. You're right. It was smooth the whole way through.
All the way through.
Maintained kind of a medium, almost probably right at medium. I wouldn't even say medium plus or medium, light medium, but right at medium all the way through. I kind of wish there had been some progression in flavor throughout. That would have been positive. So, that and I don't remember what the price point is. I didn't look it up because, I'll go with Zach's math. Zach's math works. Well, I mean, originally, if I remember right, when we got these cigars, we were talking being like $40 a stick.
I thought they were like $40.
Yeah,
I just looked it up on a site, and this one was not that expensive. It was more expensive than I probably would have expected, but not crazy.
But that being said, it was still an enjoyable experience. You're right. It was smooth as butter. I mean, it was a pristine looking cigar.
It was beautiful. I just oh my God, it was just beautiful. Smelled it. It was delicious.
But I mean, outside of that, it was an enjoyable experience. The cigar was good. I'll give the 7-year aged a 4.25.
Okay.
There's not anything else really to compare it to. I mean, I don't know that I compare it to a Davidoff.
Well, I compared mine to the Davidoff just because of the way it looked and the style of it.
Yeah.
And that's why it's the closest thing I could see just visually. Now, taste, it was different.
I do want another cigar right now. I got shit to do, sadly.
So the Adrian Magnus Imperials, aged 10 years, was really enjoyable. It's a different cigar than I've had lately. It was, I'm gonna call it medium minus because you use medium plus, and it's like that. It's not quite medium for me, but it was on the sweeter side and creamier side than I was expecting, and I haven't had something like that recently. I've been having peppery and robust and more intense cigars. So it was a nice change of pace and very enjoyable. The retro was just phenomenal. This would be a great cigar for a gift for somebody who doesn't smoke cigars very often. I think that would, and it's not going to break the bank. It's at the price point that I saw it at. I don't know what they cost other places. They might be more or less other places. It was a very beautiful cigar. The wrapper looked fantastic, even for being a year old and surviving PCA and jumbling around in a backpack and stuff like that over New Orleans. I'm trying to really like nail down my rating. I think 4.5 is like the right rating for it for me, and I would potentially pick one up. I don't know any local stores that carry it at the moment, but I also haven't looked for Adrian Magnus because I'd never had. This is my first Adrian Magnus, so I would. I'd try one again.
Well, that bears the rule of PCA. The goal of PCA is, hey, going back to what Grim said. Here's a stick. Try it, and
So
we
what
have
would you
done
rate
that. He did
4.5 is
Okay. I missed that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I almost want to rate it higher, but it's not my flavor profile. Like it's a good cigar, and I think that someone who likes like milder cigars this would be like the right increase in flavor, because it is really kind of caramely and sweet, but without being like a sweet tip or something like that. And I didn't get any flavor changes that were, unique or interesting, but it was good the whole way through and zero problems. And it went from no touch-ups with the lighter. It went from being the smoke was perfect to being 500,000 degrees.
Yeah, right there at the end.
Like right there at the end. Like this is how far I got. Right there.
Yeah, that's about the time it went.
It went from nice, cool smoke to 500,000 degrees. I was afraid it was going to melt through my hand and then through my lap
Through the
and
earth.
into the floor and straight into the center of the earth. But it went
Nice.
out, so we're safe.
Like a drop lightsaber. Oh god.
So now,
Like a
now
job-
Grim is back. He can bestow his rating upon us of his cigar.
Bestow his knowledge of the Adrian.
2. No, I'm just joking.
Dang.
Yeah. So, anyways, it is more like a 3.75 for me. The honey was consistent all the way through, which kind of killed my beer. Which, if I'd have known it was honey, I would not have gotten that beer.
Just for like statistical analysis and data gathering, what beer did you drink?
Yingling.
Yingling. Okay.
Not a honey friendly beer.
It is not, and that's actually possibly why they have a 3.75. Like, if I'd have paired it with something else, it might have made it to a 4. But with the smoke output was okay, but it didn't have much flavor to it. It just had this light scent of taste of honey to it, and like it wasn't enough for me to be like, wow, I'm enjoying the cigar. And then it basically exploded in my hand towards the end, as far as it goes. For like the wrapper came unbound, and the it was mush, and so like construction was not really that great. Burned evenly though, so it just, as I said, I'm not huge on infused cigars. Like, as long as I prepare for them with a good pairing, like if I know what it is beforehand, I usually do okay. But in this particular instance, I kind of got ambushed, and the score's kind of suffering for it.